Good morning, Plymouth Whitemarsh High School. Mr. Price, and I'm joined here by Ms. Genovese, who will go through some course selection information for you as you start to look at next year's 2022-2023 planning process. As mentioned, Ms. Genovese is here with me today, and we will go through a variety of things, including the process of actually selecting courses that are challenging for you, also aligned to your graduation requirements. Mrs. Genovese is specifically going to talk about graduation requirements and making sure that you have all the core classes in line to get a diploma from Plymouth Whitemarsh High School, which also does include electives of choice. Resources that will be on Canvas and the website. You'll also review some of them in bonus block and hopefully with your families at home, and then the actual registration process, which first time we're going to share a date here, March 8th is when the portal will open for you. So the course selection window, and again, this presentation will be here for you to reference ongoing, and we always urge you to go to your Canvas class of page. As we know, this is for 9th, 10th, and 11th graders specifically, as we're recording today. So on March the 7th will be the day that you sit a mandatory bonus block and kind of go through the process with your bonus block teacher, look at the course catalog. Even though it's available today, we're asking you to do it that point right before the portal opens on the 8th. Which is a Tuesday. And that's when that online portal opens. Again, this is for current 9th, 10th, and 11th graders. And along through that process, you'll update your 4-year plan. We are now using Naviance to do so. Your counselors will talk about what happens if my 4-year plan is in a different system, and that's okay. And Ms. Genovese will be reviewing course selection, which is a 5-step process. So I'll pass it off to Ms. Genovese here to go through graduation requirements.
Good morning, everyone. So the graduation requirements consist of elective classes and core required courses. This is a good visual. It shows you that throughout the course of your 4 years at Plymouth Whitemarsh, you take 10 classes a year, so you end up with 40 classes or 40 credits. Of those 40, 23 of them are pretty much designated for you. 5 English, 5 math, 4 social studies, 4 science, 2 health and fitness, and 3 arts and humanities. And then you take courses of your own choice, which come up to a total of 40. You can go to the next slide, Mr. Price. You need a total of 38 to graduate. You'll see that there are some slight exceptions to that rule. You can see that on the slide and in the course catalog. Additionally, students have to show demonstration of career exploration. And if you take the career and financial management class, you will meet all of those requirements. So we strongly recommend that you sign up for that class at some point in 9th, 10th, or 11th grade. And then you need to be proficient on your keystones. If you're not, there are things that we can also do as an alternate route. But for the most part, you need to pass those tests. When you're getting ready to consider what classes you want to take, we have resources for you. We don't expect you to do it blindly. We want and encourage you to put a lot of thought into your courses and your schedule for next year. The sheet on the left-hand side of the screen is the course offering sheet. This sheet is great because it lists every course we offer in the school by department, and then it's separated within the department by core courses, kind of the required courses, and elective classes. So it's a great resource, and I encourage you to use that. The other one is also very valuable. There are 3 different ones of these guides that take you from 9th to 10th grade, 10th to 11th, 11th to 12th. And if you're wondering like, okay, well, I'm in this English class now, what's the next one I take? What's the next sequence? These charts will help you with that. So all you do on the website or on Canvas is find what grade you're in, look at that sheet, and it'll tell you each course that you're currently taking and what you should take next year. It's a great tool, and I recommend that you use it.
Thank you, Ms. Genovese. Again, there's a lot of courses that we have here. So as you look through them and some of the course descriptions, which are on the website and Canvas, you're going to ask yourself, this provides me a little bit of idea, but I'm not quite sure. I have some more questions. That's what we have February forms for. So beginning on March 14th, as scheduled in bonus block by teachers who actually share electives, March 14th through March 11th will be an open student forum for you, the student, to check out all these different classes in bonus block per your schedule. You'll need to register them through bonus block as well. And there's a little guide that shows you exactly how to do that. So here's an example. This spreadsheet is posted on Canvas and will be shared in an email. So check your Google email as well from something from me, Mr. Price, sending it to your class, or you can see the master list. So for example, if I'm interested in intro to business, you'll notice the fourth individual down, Mr. Coleman, teaches intro to business along with accounting and honors accounting. He's going to run a session. And the way I would find it is, what is that called in Bonus Block and PowerSchool? So when you register for that whole next month, again, the 14th through the 11th of March, I'm going to look for FFACC if I was interested in any of those classes for Mr. Coleman. And he's offering 2 sessions. One's on Wednesday, the 23rd of February, and Wednesday, the 2nd of March. So this is your master list. If you can't make one, you have other engagements, or you have conflicting classes that are meeting on the same time, the email on the left-hand side will tell you who typically teaches that course and how you can be in contact with them for resources. Lastly, also part of the February forms, but a little bit different. So again, February forms are electives or AP classes for you to investigate on your own if you're interested in those classes. There is an advanced placement student form on March the 3rd that will take place in the LGI. Again, you'll have to register for it. But our student ambassadors, students who have taken these courses before, or any AP course, will literally sit at a table and answer any specific question. So it's student to student, recommended years ago by the students, and it has been a great way to find out more information from peers who have taken the class themselves.
And Mr. Price, do students sign up for that in Bonus Block as well?
They will. And again, the date is March 3rd, and it will be in there. So when that 2-week window opens, a Bonus Block for them to schedule, that will be the date for the AP student form if they're interested in that.
Great. Okay, so there are some special programs in addition to the courses and the electives that might be something that you're interested in. They're available, some of them from 10th to 12th grade. Programs like the IB career program, the dual enrollment where you can get college credit by taking classes through Montgomery County Community College. Our technical high school has some great opportunities and offerings, and the AP capstone diploma. So there are different opportunities that you can get more information in the course catalog that might be appropriate for you. And I just want to take a moment to say, our goal in the counseling office and Mr. Price's goal is that the courses that you take and the schedule that you create for yourself makes sense for you. Each of you are individual students with individual strengths and talents and passions and future plans. And your schedule should make sense for you. Sometimes it makes sense for a student to take 4 AP classes. Sometimes it makes sense for a student to be part of the IB program, or to be part of the tech school, or to do dual enrollment, or some other programs that we have. Not everything is perfect for everybody. So please make your schedule for yourself. Don't worry about what your friends are taking or what other people are saying. Your schedule should make sense for the path that you intend to go on in the future. You know, we want you to get the most out of high school, and doing things that make sense for what you're interested in is what will make the most sense for you.
That's very good advice, Ms. Genovese. Absolutely, it is your pathway. So keep that in mind when you're scheduling classes.
Okay, so as you get ready and along those lines, you need to prepare, do some investigation. We're giving you this information several weeks before we're actually doing the course selection, because we want you to put some thought into it. There are resources on your class of Canvas pages, as well as the school district website. The bigger snip in this slide is the website, and the smaller one is what you would see on Canvas. But all those tools are really important. Once you're ready on March 8th to start selecting your courses, you're going to sign into PowerSchool as you normally would, and you'll see an additional icon on your navigation window, and it's called course registration. You're going to click on that, and once you do that, it's going to take you to a slide that you should remember. It's the one that has all the little pencils in it. So you're going to click on each pencil. There's a pencil for each department. Once you do that, you're going to see your teacher's recommendations. They're usually in bold like these are here. Our recommendation is that you choose the classes that your teachers recommend. If you want something that's a higher level of what they recommend, you can discuss that when you meet with your counselor, and you may have to sign a parent override form. But we can discuss that when we have our individual meetings with you. In the meantime, you should select the classes that you were recommended for. Once you do each of the ribbons and you go through and choose your 10 classes, you'll see this screen, which is a list of what you chose. I need you to look at it very carefully and verify that everything that you put in, that you clicked on all the right classes, basically. Make sure it's the right level. Make sure that it's not, you didn't sign up for a class you already took. You can't get credit for the same class twice. And then I just want to talk about the difference between your elective, the elective ribbon, and the alternate elective. Alternate means instead of, in place of, in addition to. So you can't have classes in the alternate ribbon that are the same as the ones you put in the elective ribbon. Okay, they have to be different. What you're telling us is, if I don't get, in this example, advanced PE or honors marketing 2 or sports medicine, what would be my next choices? And in here, the person chose honors accounting and lifeguarding and speed. Make sure they're not the same classes.
Absolutely. And I just want to add one other thing. If you look on the right-hand column here, you'll see requirements, also known as the prerequisites. In many cases, it's a course or a grade or specific grade. There are many exceptions to this, but if I was going to take a science class and it says you must have honors integrated math 4th in the course catalog or teacher recommendation, and you say, well, Mr. Price, I got an A in integrated math 4, that may not have been one of the prerequisites to say, let's see, honors physics. Again, this is just an example. The other fail-safe is teacher recommendation. So if you don't have one of those, you can just simply go to your science teacher and say, I'm unable to select this in the course process through PowerSchool. Are you able to provide me a teacher recommendation? And your grade sometimes provides that. The conversations with the teachers that you currently have for your next level are very important. So if you cannot select it in the system, that's probably the reason. But there are some very simple answers, and just have conversations with your teachers and or your counselors so you're able to make those choices. Okay, so what happens next? After you've received this, we urge you to have or let your families know that they can register to attend. We're doing one parent at a time only on the 16th, but that is when we're having a webinar, a live session. I apologize, this has changed. This is on 2/16. We are meeting in person for program planning night. So if your families are interested, they will need to register, and the email has gone out to them to do so. It's also on the website. So it is not a webinar any longer. It is live in person.
But only one parent can attend.
Only one parent can attend on this night, yes. Review resources. You can look at that program of studies Ms. Genovese mentioned. It's all on the website. It's all on the Canvas page. Very clear where to find it and all the things you'll need. Those course guides per your grade level, 10th to 11th, for instance, is one of those things Ms. Genovese talked about earlier and is very specific to you. And that's why we have all these resources listed. And we did talk about February forums. This is your month to kind of check out any courses of interest to you, to see if it might be something of interest and something you want to follow along through with.
So what happens next? So once between March 8th and the 14th, you're going to have the portal will be open. You will select your classes. Beginning on the 14th and through April 8th, the counselors will be making appointments. Well, we're going to be coming into your English classes one at a time, one English class at a time, having you come down to the guidance office, and we'll meet with you individually to review what you have in PowerSchool. We'll have conversations about whether that schedule makes sense for you, make any changes, and finalize everything. So you will all have a one-on-one meeting with your counselors. If you have questions as you're doing your course selection process, feel free to email us. But don't worry about having sit-down meetings, because we will all meet with you. So email us if you have questions, and we will see you March 14th through the 8th. In May, we will send a letter home to your family saying these are the courses that you have selected. At that time, it's kind of one last chance to make changes before the school year ends. And then remember that the first 3 days of each semester, you can change your classes. Please remember that AP, IB, AVID, and music classes are intended to be full year and are not expected to be dropped at the mid-year point. So please choose those classes carefully and make a commitment for the year. When you're choosing AP, look at your whole schedule and look at your life. If you're a 3-sport athlete and you have a job and you have family responsibilities, you might not want to have 3 AP classes. So look at look at the whole picture and choose carefully.
Thank you, Ms. Genovese. And again, this is for you just to review on your own a timeline of all the dates we've thrown at you through this presentation. Again, February 14th starts the whole process of investigation. With February forms, you can take a look at all the resources online with your families. February forms go to the 11th. March 7th is that mandatory bonus block review. The portal opens on the 8th and is open for a week for you to actually do those registrations. And when you go into the portal, you will see all your teacher recommendations as well through that class link course registrations. March 14th through the April 8th, counselors will be meeting with you to confirm your course selections, making sure that you're on track, you have your graduation requirements, and you're actually following the courses that are aligned toward your career and future ready pathway. And again, May, your course request verification letters will be sent home. So we have a lot of information here. It's for good intent, so you can review it when needed, check your resources. And we thank you. Again, we're all here, the administration, the counselors, and the teachers to help you in this process. And we look forward to working with you continuously. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.